Hey guys, welcome back to another interesting show. As usual, we promise to make it a fun journey for those out there in TV land and on the web via our Facebook page. Today, we're at the headquarters of our finest product in West Portland, Mecca Spring Water. But before we talk to the owner, Mr. Iman, about his company, we will also take a look with him on all this region has to offer historically. I am sure by the end of this show, you will all be enlightened of the rich history of Portland. Truth is, without a knowledge of our history, we cannot fully embrace our future. So come with us and let's hear what he has to say. We're here with the owner from Mecca Spring Water, Iman. Welcome to our show.
Oh, thank you.
Tell us, where were you born?
Well, I was really born in Kingston, and I grew up in Trenchtown. That was in the late 50s, 60s. Yeah. I went to school in Kingston. I went to Kingston College. And it was very interesting for me living in Trenchtown and going to Kingston College, because you were playing between two different environments, which in a form was a kind of education.
So you knew persons like the legendary Bob Marley?
Oh, Bob. Yeah, we just around the same time when he was in Trenchtown, and we were running around, and we would meet at Rastafarian camps, because that was where a lot of the singers worked out, ate a lot of food and whatever else they could find to do there. And he was a lot around Alan Skillcourt. He was the footballer at the time, and I think Bob wanted to be a footballer and Alan wanted to be a singer. So it was a natural attraction. And there were a lot of singers that came from the area.
What about you? Can you sing? Would you say you're a singer?
No, I did everything else. I was in television and radio from the technical side of it, you know, so I more got involved in recording, the engineering side of it. Singing was my thing. I was kind of shy, you know, so I wasn't too open for crowds.
Okay.
I suppose I'm still shy.
How long have you been living in Spring Gardens, Portland, and what drew you to this parish?
Well, I have been here over 20 years.
Really?
And I came here because some relatives of mine had owned the place before. So I bought it from them. I was in America for quite some time, and I always wanted to come back to Jamaica, and I think this was a good opportunity.
The parish, is it the quietness? Is it the, you know, the
lushness of the parish and the hills? To me, in my mind, secretly, it was a kind of Rasta paradise. And, you know, as a young boy or a young Rastafarian, we always said that we wanted to live in the hills.
Yeah.
And this was perfect for me.
How significant would you say tourism is to Jamaica, or in Jamaica?
Tourism is important in Jamaica. And for Portland, I think it is even more special, seeing that Portland has a different kind of tourism, ecotourism, and it's not especially seaside, and the Blue Mountain, the cockpit, the rivers, the springs, you know. It has everything that a lot of people don't have.
What do you think, or what idea do you have to improve Portland on a whole when it comes to tourism? Because, you know, we kind of, you know, lack in that perspective.
Well, I don't know if I personally can improve it. It needs the whole of Portland, and I don't think it needs outsiders. I think it needs Portland people to do that, because we're the ones who know the place, and it seems more authentic when it's really Portland people. And
So we need to come together as a parish,
yes,
and
yes,
see if we can get it
come
there.
together and educate ourselves about this kind of tourism, you know. And you know, just the things that we enjoy is enough that anybody else would.
Alright guys, welcome back to our FLEX show. We're here at Spring Gardens at one of our finest products, Mecca Spring Water. And we're here with Ayman, of course, having a little chit chat about the history of this region. So tell us a little about Spanish River. Can you tell us the secret behind this river?
Spanish River is pretty historical. In 1739, the war between the Maroons and the British Army. That was the first time the British Army has lost to any other army. And because around here was so cockpit, the English couldn't take the hills and valleys, so they used the river to come up. But because the Maroons was around here, the Windward Maroons, they kind of walked into an ambush, you know. And we think that if the Maroons was living around here, it is naturally that they would live in the natural houses. And the natural houses around here, the caves. So a lot of times that if Nanny and Kojo and that whole gang was around here, living in the caves, because we have caves up in the hills, I think they were the first ones drinking Mecca spring water. You know, because everybody in the neighborhood always pass and stop and take up if it's even a small bottle. So that sort of was a cue to us that people had already think that it was good water to drink.
Everywhere I go, I keep seeing Mecca bottles on the shelf. Can you tell us what is the secret behind Mecca's success?
Well, Mecca right here, you know, and the secret is just quality water, of which you should drink some before you go.
I've always had Mecca spring water.
Well, we're going to have it again today. We're going to throw Mecca spring water on you.
Where did the idea come from to get this business in West Portland?
Well, when I came to Portland as a Rastafarian, generally most Rastas think that they are farmers. And I thought so until I got here and found out that farming was more difficult than just saying you're a farmer. So I had to look around and see what else I could do. And it sort of came natural to me, because in the mornings I would come down to the head of the spring and see the water flowing out, and it was the energy from the water that had to really transcend in my mind. You know.
So the water is very powerful,
Water
so to speak.
is good energy, you know,
right?
Especially in these areas. The spring garden means we have a lot of springs, means water. You know.
For real. Is Mecca brand now an island-wide name?
It is known all over, but we are more concentrating on production. Distribution will have to take care of itself. So we would like to stay here and keep on the quality. And I think if we keep on the quality, we'll find its way to your house.
The mangoes is well known to Jamaica, Jamaicans that is. What is the true origin behind this mango story?
The mangoes and the woman goose. The both of them. I heard that around here was the first place in Jamaica that they brought mangoes, because of course it's spring garden, and in those days, you know, snakes follow springs, water. So they brought the mangoes around here to test, and they did such a good job that they took it to other parishes. And you notice when you come through Portland, it's two things that we're running into is rain and mangoes. You know, whichever comes first.
Well, as a child, I always hear them say that whenever you see a mangoes, something bad is going to happen to you. What do you think about that story?
Well, I never think of anything bad, you know. I always think everything is going to be good. Even when I saw you today, I thought that it would be a good day for me. But I didn't hear about the bad things about the mangoes.
I've always heard bad things about mangoes, but no, I know that.
Yeah,
well,
we'll clear that up.
It is clear that this parish is rich in vegetation. Are there any specific plants you would like to talk to us about?
Yeah, well, we have a wide variety of plants, flowers and foods. Now, when I just came here, and it wasn't as organized as it is now. It was more, you know, regular, what some people call bush, but was still beautiful. A lady came here one day, and I think she was just coming from Hawaii, and she was trying to say how beautiful Hawaii is. And she was shocked when she sort of saw the beauty that was around here. And she just kept saying, the only difference is the flowers, the flowers, the flowers, you know? And that sort of made an impression on me. I realized that we need flowers because the colors, you know?
Right.
And as you can see, most of the flowers around here, we sort of stick to the red, green and gold theme, you know, because red, green and gold is sort of something that we like, you know. And the other day we took some of these flowers to the people who knows more about flowers, and they were saying that these flowers really originate from South Africa. You know, I don't know if it got down here, but I once heard that during the summer, the northeast trade winds that blow from the Sahara Desert down here always blow in flowers and food. So it could have come down on one of those trips.
So you're basically saying that here have a lot of historical background.
Yes, yes, it has a lot of history, and of course we the Rastafarians come around here to even make it more historic, because we think we are the cultural icons of the island, you know. And I think they said Portland has the most Rastafarians in the island. I don't know who true it is, but